I'll give you all I have.
Hi, my name's Alf and I'm a freegan. A freegan is somebody who tries to live simply, reclaiming their freedom from this crazy consumer-driven society, opting out of always trying to hunger for the latest gadget, trend and fad sold to us by the high street advertisers and marketeers. Instead, a freegan tries to live simply, trying to live, using their time trying to help society, not demanding payment for things, but just, really leading by example by giving their time trying to inspire. And we find that along the way everything that we need gets provided for, not necessarily when we want it, but when we need it. A freegan makes use of a lot of the things that society sees as waste, and you can believe that something like 17 million tonnes of food is thrown out in the UK alone each year, and at least a quarter of that is actually edible. So a freegan will, rather than going through the front of the supermarket, venture around the back of supermarkets and forage around for the things that they need. And we find so much that you can actually feed whole villages sometimes from the back of a few supermarkets alone. It's that crazy. But you also find everything from books and gadgets as well thrown out. Society's got to a point where there's a sort of collective insanity going on, where we're not really stepping back and considering the impact that our way of life is having on the environment and on the developing countries as well, who often have their land taken away by the corporations, and cash crops are put in place of the basic local amenities that are needed for the communities in these countries. And we're shipping vast quantities of goods halfway around the world, often only to be thrown into landfill and incineration. A freegan tries to end this kind of madness by personal change. What do we really need to be happy? It's the simple things in life. Peace of mind, food and clothing, good relationships, and a purpose for getting out of bed each morning. That's what we need.
I was thinking of getting a windmill for the miniature golf course that can power the cotton candy machine.
And what about all the time and materials used to make this windmill? Do you think it was manufactured by magical fairies at the Good Intentions factory?
No.
We're gonna serve organic caramel apples that were grown in our very own yard. Try one.
I hate to be what you Americans call the gloomy Gus, but I can't eat anything that was grown, harvested, and caramelized when there is so much food that has been thrown away.
You could have just said, no thank you.
If I was a bourgeois hausfrau, yes. But I draw sustenance from what others consider refuse.
So you're basically a talking raccoon.
Check it.
Hours of fun!
How was your garbage? Would you like some salt?
No, I make my own. Wow.
I never thought of harnessing my body's own resources for seasoning. I have so much to learn.
My name is Eric Einem, and we're just on our way to my favorite dumpster. What freeganism means to me is not buying things like food that I can get out of the garbage, and not buying things that I don't need. I got some cucumbers covered with egg, wrapped in plastic. I get probably about a third of my food out of dumpsters. For me, a big motivating factor is that I hate to see good resources just go to waste. Bottles of olive oil. If I can get stuff out of the trash rather than buying it, I am cutting back on resources that I'm consuming. So by January 31st. See? Oh, it's today. I see that, you know, this society, particularly in this country, I think we are very wasteful. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff that goes into our trash. Oh, we got some eggs. So if I can get stuff out of the trash rather than buying it, then I am cutting back on resources that I'm consuming myself. This is the stuff we found, and we're gonna give it to the dumpster chef and see what he can do.
Got it. It's on. Let's go. Let's do this.
You should open this door just in case.
You ready?
You forgot to put on your boots. Here. You noticed.
No, you gotta dig.
I'm like so scared right now. All I see is cardboard.
This is a bad dumpster.
Playboy dog costume. Okay, though.
Okay, next one.
Doctor stuff.
See, dumpster diving pays off.
Hannah Montana. My sister loves Hannah Montana. I don't know. We're just finding all sorts of
I can't believe we're throwing this all away.
We should take some for the class.
Come on.
That was the best.
As you can see. They're looking at my mom. We had a lot of stuff.